Alright guys, I'm gonna finish lunch and then we're gonna get on to the spring cleaning. Okay, I'm just finishing off this bag of macadamia nuts. There's not that many in there. It's like a handful. That's normally what I eat a day, but these are really good. We get these at Costco. It's the Royal Hawaiian Sea Salt Macadamia Nuts. Okay, I'm gonna finish these and I'll be right back. Alright, so there's a typical example of my lunch and I just wanted to share that with you. Just start the video early, you know, and hang out with you guys a little bit before we get cleaning, but that is just an idea of what I eat out of our vegan fridge. So I'm just gonna start taking everything out and get it onto the counters. Pull that out. Got my gym waters. I always keep these full in the fridge. Mushrooms. Got our beet greens. Pop this door out. This container is all jars with mint, cilantro, green onions, and watercress. I don't know what's spilled in here, but it looks like hot sauce or something. Okay, so when I'm doing a deep clean, I'll wash the shelves exactly like I'm just washing the dishes. So I'll just take a little of my dish detergent and actually I could get this started here. Just fill up the sink with some hot water, hot soapy water. Okay, we're just gonna separate the glass, set that here. So this is done, we're just gonna rinse this, and if you have one of your, you know, those sink sprayers, those are awesome for rinsing bulky items like this. Unfortunately, my sink does not have one of those. That's okay though. And just do it this way. I would normally set these over here on my little drainer, but I've got dishes out right now, so I'm just gonna grab a couple of kitchen towels and set them up here. Okay, for the glass, I'm just gonna set that down there. Okay, that's pretty much it. There. Next up, this one. Something that I really enjoy about cleaning is that it's leveling up your environment. Just like the same way that we enjoy, you know, doing makeup or taking care of our skin or any other area, you know, eating healthy. You know, part of feeling good is having a nice environment, and cleaning is just part of that. So this is the last shelf, and then we've just got the three crisper drawers. All right, I'm gonna set that one up there. Let's pop these out now. I just cleared out all the condiments. There we go. Okay, I've got my vinegar mixture, and I just do 50-50 vinegar and water. And then I've got a paper towel and my microfiber cloth. I'm gonna start with just a paper towel, just to get this mess down here. Clean this side door. So after I get done wiping this down, we are going to go back in and steam clean. And on the door here, I took these off also. These just pop straight out. This one's hard to get off, so you kind of bend the plastic a little to pop that out of there. It's definitely worth it though, because see, sometimes they can get, you know, condiments kind of drip down there and you can't see that. So we're going to be scrubbing these down in the sink too. So with soap and water. Last little shelf. We already wiped everything down in the fridge, right? And so, you know, with the vinegar, it's clean right now. It's clean, it's white, it's sparkly. I could put the drawers and the bins back in there right now and be perfectly fine with it. But what I like to do is steam it after this. So I kind of do the deep clean in two parts. So my steam cleaner is a really inexpensive one. You can find it on Amazon. The brand is Light and Easy. And it is literally like super lightweight. And it's got this little the little neck around it is like super easy to maneuver around. Like, you know, 360 degrees, and like it can get in like every little crevice and corner. They have all different ones on Amazon, but they're like different styles. This is the multifunctional one. So it's got this little extra part down here that you can pull out. I'll just show you how easy this is to just remove that. And where is my water? Hold on, I'll show you what I use. I know I have it around here somewhere. It might be in here. So just distilled water. Get this at Walmart. You just pour a little in. And you can see it too, so there's our water level there. So it's got a little gasket here. So you want to make sure that you close that all the way. So just press it and you'll feel it kind of squeeze down. So these are so easy to use, at least the model that I have. It's just got one button here. You can see those blinking lights there. That's low, medium, high. Just press the one button. We're gonna go up to high, so I'll press it 3 times. This little top attachment, I'm just gonna pop that out of there. The trigger for the steam is right up there where you put your index finger. So it's got a little bump here kind of separating. So as soon as I touch that, it's gonna start steaming. So I'll just take the attachment, snap it directly into there, and it is ready to go. And the steam's gonna be really hot, so you know, make sure you don't have your hand in the way. Okay, when you want to stop, just take your finger off of the handle, your index finger. It'll take a few seconds to stop, but then it shuts off completely. Steaming is such an awesome way to clean because it's so non-toxic. There's nothing that you're adding except hot steaming water that you're killing the germs and bacteria with, you know? Put this around the gasket of the fridge too, the fridge door. Yeah, it really helps loosen up any grime that's kind of caught in these crevices. I'm gonna get right on the top too. I'm gonna put some more water in the steamer and then finish the main part of the fridge. I think we'll do, yeah, I think we'll do the freezer too, because I mean, why not? We're doing everything, and it looks like it's steaming down there. Oh, one tip is if you are using your steamer and you are, you know, you're in the middle of the steaming, you realize, hey, I'm getting low on water. Well, it's gonna shut off on its own. You're just gonna start running out of steam and you'll be like, oh, okay, I'm too low, I'm gonna need to refill. So to turn it off, you just press the one button again, unplug it, and then let it cool down for a few minutes. So our little container there is full pretty much all the way there, but that's okay, as long as it's not like, you know, coming up through the tube there, which you can see. You can look down there and see where the water stops. So press that closed, and I will plug it back in, let it heat up again. Takes a minute for it to get started there. Okay, there we go. So now you can see it's stronger. So it just takes a minute to really fully heat up. Another area that's easy to miss is right along the bottom here. So we're just gonna clean this. You can see there's an actual mark from the refrigerator door where it closes right here. So we're gonna get that off there. Look at that. I'm not even wiping it away yet and it's already like dripping. Like all of that gunk just like melted right off there. It just wipes away so much easier. So this little gap, I don't know if you guys have that on your refrigerator at home, but go and check it out. If you do, you'll probably find a little layer of, you know, food bits, because everything from the fridge kind of, you know, any food particles kind of fall to the bottom and somehow end up catching right in that little lip. So what you can do if you have that problem is just take a not a Q-tip. Well, you could try a Q-tip if you got a wide enough gap there, but I've got a toothpick here. And so I will just slide that along, and this might seem excessive for some people, but okay, I just want to show you that. Okay, do you see that? I barely even touched that. It was like 2 inches of putting this toothpick down in that gap. I'm feeling like I should be wearing gloves right now. And then every couple of inches I stop and wipe that off on a paper towel. So you don't have to steam clean the shelves if you've already washed them with hot soapy water, but I like to do it just because I just like that extra feeling of clean. Also, our water, we have a lot of minerals in our water here in the desert, and it gets water spots on glass and stuff. So since these are all glass, I'm just gonna steam them. It's so fast and easy that it doesn't take that much extra, effort to do this. So I'm just gonna keep that going on the glass here. This one is the middle shelf. Yep, we got water spots on there too, so we'll just get those off real quick. I think I have some more in here. Yep, there we go. So I just had to switch out my microfiber cloth. Usually if I'm doing a project like this, I'll go through a few of them because I don't like to use the same one, on all the surfaces. So I'm always swapping them out. But I bought these in a big pack at Home Goods or TJ Maxx, I can't remember which, but they're bamboo microfiber cloths. Okay, let's do these little side pieces that go on the door. Okay, we got the middle bin. Put that glass in. Right. So this goes on the bottom shelf. That one looks good. Second. We're gonna get some of the food put away right now. I've got some bins that I use for organizing in the fridge that I have to clean, but I gotta take the food out and I wanna make room on the counter for that. I'm gonna take my spray, my vinegar and water spray. Any containers that you had on the dirty shelves before, you're gonna need to wipe those down before you put them back in on the clean shelves. These are the VitaJewel water bottles. They're glass, and I got these at the gym show. There's the other one, and they have gemstones inside. I know I've showed these to you guys before. Harmless Harvest coconut water. So water is our preferred beverage of choice, just plain, filtered water or spring water. But sometimes we do like a little sparkling water. I especially do if I'm having Mexican food or something and I don't feel like just drinking plain water. There's a lot of different kinds of brands nowadays that make a good sparkling water that, it doesn't have anything in it, like no sodium or anything. Gotta watch out because sometimes they'll sneak other stuff in the ingredients, but you just want to find the ones that are just the carbonated water and just natural essence, nothing else in there. I usually like to have quite a stock of almond milk in here because both Michael and I drink it a lot. We have our favorite kinds that we like. This is Michael's. So this doesn't have any vanilla flavor because he likes to use it when he's making, biscuits and all kinds of stuff. And I just like to use the vanilla unsweetened for when I'm making coffees, ice blended coffees. So we have our favorite kinds. Got Trader Joe's organic coffee concentrate, cold brew coffee concentrate. I want to figure out a different way to organize my berries, but for now I'm just putting them away in their original containers from the store. Right, and I've got my artichokes. I'm gonna put those down there. Mushrooms. I'm gonna put this coconut milk. We got this at Costco too. Sometimes I use this in my coffee. Flax seeds I'm gonna put on the bottom shelf until I get those in a jar. So I've got 4 of these bins that we're gonna clean out too. So I've got the other ones in the sink already here. This one I just have little glass jars of, well, herbs, I guess. I've got some cilantro there. Just by putting them in a glass of water helps them last longer. So I've got mint, cilantro, watercress, green onions. Dump that out. Okay, so we're just gonna give those a quick scrub down with hot soapy water. And then I'll do a little, like a quick steam on them after we get done. Normally get the Sprouts extra firm tofu. So this fits 6 packages of tofu perfectly, so I can just pluck them out as I use them. So we'll put that down here. Oh, did I mention where I got these containers from? Got them from Home Goods. And yeah, they've been so handy because they fit perfectly across like a standard size fridge. Cilantro. Cilantro is one that it goes off pretty quick, like it gets really wilty fast, but definitely putting them in a little glass of water helps them, like they're still kind of living, you know, so I try to keep the produce living for as long as possible. And the mint loves water. That stays so perky and fresh. And we got green onions. I've got the beets here that these greens belong to, but I cut them off because apparently the greens will continue soaking out, like it'll drain moisture from the root, so I separate those as soon as I buy them. Okay, so there we go. It's like I have a little herb garden in my fridge. So I've got 5 jars that fit perfectly in those containers. And this goes all the way back to the back of the fridge, so I'm not wasting any space, and then 4 across, so you've got, you know, a nice little garden in the bottom of your fridge. Water garden, I guess. Water herb garden. So I'll just put this down here. Don't know if you guys are able to see. Okay, we just had a short intermission. I had to upload some footage because my camera was full, the card was full. So anyway, we're back, and I was just about to put my cruciferous vegetables back in the fridge, and I was gonna change the water out of this. So I forgot to mention with the jars of water, so at least rinse or wash out the jar and then refresh the water. And I'll do this, normally, you could do it every day if you want. I just do it like every other day, so basically I end up doing it like once, I'd say, because by that time the food has already been eaten. I'll check the tips too and see if any of those need to be trimmed off. So normally when I buy the produce, I'll cut the tips off and make them fresh because normally they're a little bit dried from being in the grocery store. So before you put any greens or anything in your glass of water or your jar of water, I always cut those tips and make sure they're fresh again, just exactly how you would with fresh flowers. So just treat them like fresh flowers because, well, they're all plants, right? So, and these actually do have flowers on them. Look how cute. Wait, are those gonna come in? How cute is that? Just a little bouquet of broccolette flowers blooming in your refrigerator. You could probably keep this out on your counter too, because you can do that with some of the produce. So basically you're just keeping it more alive, more fresh when you're continuing to give it some water, but you still want to try to eat it while it's still fresh before they start going limp. You know, you want those vitamins and minerals as fresh as you can get them. I'm going to put that in its little jar there. And last one has the roots, which I already put those in there. I've got some ginger here too in a separate little container. I'm still kind of experimenting with the best way to, you know, organize produce, because I've noticed each thing has its own particular way that it likes to be stored. Like certain ones don't want to be stored together, you know, and some like to be turned a certain direction and they last longer that way, like how they're growing in nature. Anyway, so when I get a chance, when I figure out more tips, I'll do a video on storage produce to allow it to last, you know, stay fresh longer. All right, let's get this in. Oh yeah, put the water back in there. I think that's everything, you guys. I think we did that's the whole cleaning. Oh, I guess I could show you what's on the counter here. My other vegetables and produce are out on the counter there, but those are Those are like the non-refrigerated items, you know, avocado, tomato, oranges, apples, bananas, oh, chili peppers. Oh, and then these. I've got the asparagus out there, which it stays very nice in a jar of water. Make sure the ends are fresh, so if those are a little bit dry when you get them from the grocery store, just cut off a little bit until you get to the fresh part. Plop them in there like you've got a vase of flowers, and they will hold up very nicely. Okay, this is gonna be a really long video, so I'm gonna cut it now. Thank you guys so much for watching. For any of you guys who are still here and actually watched the whole thing, that's my fridge cleaning routine and a little bit of what I ate today, and I'm gonna go eat again because it is snack time. Michael's just now coming in. So I'm gonna refill the water on my kale, put my asparagus back over here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.